Hey cats, I'm excited to introduce to you the 2025-2026 ASB Executive Board candidates. In this video, you will learn about each candidate and what their aspirations are for each position on the board. The positions are as follows: President, Vice President, Treasurer, and Secretary. The interview will be formatted with each candidate being asked 2 general information questions and a question that is specific to the position. To begin with, you will hear from Grayson Davis and Emmett Whitaker, who are running for the president position. Okay, what is your name and what position are you running for?
I'm Emmett Whitaker and I'm running for ASB president.
My name is Grayson Davis and I'm running for ASB president. My goals for next year, if I'm elected, can be sorted into 3 categories. First, representation, second, school spirit and culture, and then third, helping you. So first, with representation, I would establish executive board office hours so anyone can voice comments, questions, or concerns by signing up for a meeting. And then secondly, I would also want to create more recognition for clubs, sports, academics, so then everyone feels like they're heard at Mount Si. Then for school spirit and culture, I would want to make sure to develop the CATS Plus program more. Everyone here has been a new student and it is so scary, and CATS Plus is one way to help with that, and making sure that everyone here feels like they belong and are heard, and then also potentially trying to bring back a school formal by working with admin on that. And then with helping you, I would also want to work with admin and teachers to create universal office hours where everyone could access office hours in one place instead of going to every single class trying to ask your teacher. And then secondly, I would want to make sure that everyone has access to the advisory schedule to know when they have class meetings, check and connect, or assemblies, so they could plan their schedule ahead. And then also bringing back Week at a Glance on Jumbotron so that everyone knows what events are happening this week and they could plan their schedule accordingly.
Why would you be a good member of the ASB?
My goals for next year are going to be to get a school-wide purpose that all students can align with. Another personal goal of mine would be to recognize students for not just what they do in school, but also in their community, in their personal lives, just amazing things the students here do that we can recognize. To do this, I think the best way would be to talk to as many people as I can, figure out what people are doing outside of school, figure out what things are wrong with the school that people want to fix maybe, and then we can create a purpose from there and recognize people for their skills. I'd be a good member of the ASB board because of my leadership skills. I have a really strong voice. I think I do very well at bringing people together. So if I can be in a room with other people who want to make change to the school just like I do, I can lead them in a good way. I think we can get a lot done, especially just in my year if I'm elected ASB president.
I think I'd be a good member on the ASB Executive Board because I believe that I bring a diverse perspective. I'm a part of so many clubs: Wildcat Wellness, Debate, CATS Plus, and I'm also on the class board of 2026. And also I'm a part of sports. I've done school tennis for the past 2 years and was team captain, as well as playing club soccer for most of my life. And I'm also the student representative for the school board of our district, which has allowed me to be able to connect with so many people. And being a president means about representing everyone at school, and me being in all these different things allows me to have very diverse views. So recognition, like I said, representation, recognition is the big thing, like I said before. I really want to make sure that everyone here feels heard and that they have someone to go to voice their opinions and comments that they have about Mount Si so we can make it a better place. And when we're able to have representation, that means that everyone here can feel like they have a moment to be recognized and make the school a better place.
I would represent the student body the best by, I'd say, listening as much as I can. I'd go out, talk to as many people as I could, interact with as many groups, all the clubs at the school, all the sports, even the classes that, the electives you can take, any group of people I can talk to. And then I think another reason I'd best represent the student body is I've gone to school here for 3 years. I've been in the Valley since I was born, and I think I've met a lot of people. I know the school pretty well. and I'm always open to new ideas.
And now for Vice President. We have Aspen, Rhea, Sydney, Riddick, and Luke. What is your name and what position are you in?
My name is Aspen Sinnott, and I'm running for ASB Vice President.
My name is Rhea Ratra, and I'm running for Vice President.
My name is Sydney Barron, and I am running for Vice President.
I am Luke Odlifson. I am running for Vice President.
Hi, my name is Riddick, and I'm running for Vice President.
So my goals are to make clubs more accessible and promoted, and make sure that they get representation in our videos and even just online. Along with making assemblies more engaging and having school-wide events / activities.
One of my goals is to plan more on events like assemblies, so we don't have a repeat of what happened last time. I would work with teachers and students more early on, have more in-depth planning with them, talk to Bartel when I can to make sure we have stuff set in stone, and that's about it.
My goals for next year is to make Mount Si a bigger community and stronger community where people feel like they can come every single day and feel excited and look forward to it. And I'm gonna achieve this goal by creating more events like tailgates, rallies, just things like that, and a formal dance, stuff like that where people feel like they can come together and really connect with one another to create this stronger community.
My goal for next year is that one day, everyone who walks through the doors at Mount Si feels like they belong, and we all accept each other for who we are. By doing this, if elected, I plan to continue to set a good example for my peers. I believe that through spreading positivity and kindness, I can encourage others to do the same.
My goals for next year are to increase student engagement and input and factor those into the decisions the executive board makes. We can achieve this by having booths at lunch so we can actively listen to the students who elected us into these roles and their needs and wants that will help improve the school. Also, another goal of mine is to make clubs more accessible for everyone to join by making the club fair a bigger event and increasing club engagement. I believe students can find their future passions and interests that will help them later on by joining clubs in high school.
I would be a great member on the ASB Executive Board because I have skills that are needed to be a good vice president, and I've learned those skills through my experiences with cheer. It has taught me what real trust looks like and what teamwork looks like, which is really important to run a school like Mount Si.
I would be a good member for the ASB Executive Board because I feel I'm a very kind and positive person. Being on 3 different sports teams has allowed me to persevere to meet my goals, as well as build up my teammates. It has also allowed me to work well with all kinds of people, which I feel is important in school and in life.
I would be a good member of the executive board because I am passionate for the school and have leadership experience that will help me in this role. I really believe there's so much potential for growth within our school, and we will reach this potential with hard work and dedication, 2 skills that I believe I have. Also, I was in ASB as a sophomore and currently in leadership. These experiences have taught me so much about the school and what specifically we can do to improve by listening to students and serving for them.
I would be a good member on the ASB board because during my career at Mount Si, I've been able to be privileged enough to join leadership, Wildcat Wellness, suicide prevention for both our high school and middle school, and Model UN, Student Senate, and our student focus group, and Girls Goal. So all of those have allowed me to develop a sense of belonging here at Mount Si. And with all of my teammates' help and support, I feel like I've been able to really just get a grasp on what everybody else feels here too.
I'm a current Leadership 2 student, and I am a CATS Plus member as well. I was a lab leader in my middle school at Twin Falls, which I have experience with stuff like events and planning them and setting up and cleaning up.
I am motivated to run for vice president because I enjoy helping others and making an impact on people's days. I got the incredible opportunity to compete at state this year for swim, which I was able to persevere through adversity, which I want to help people to also persevere through their challenges.
I want school to be a place where people can be excited and come every single day looking for something new and not something they dread going to. That's definitely one of my biggest motivations.
I want to be vice president because over the past year as a junior, I've been in leadership and I've been able to be in our student focus group and student senate, which has allowed me to connect with both our peers and staff, which have I get to learn about them, what makes them happy, what makes them sad, and basically what Mount Si means to them. And then with that knowledge, I want to make people feel like they belong at Mount Si. And so they have a sense of belonging when they come here. And so it's not just school, and it just feels better for them.
I want to help out people. I want to and make sure everything is done right and as best as possible to our ability.
My passion to make a positive impact on the school motivates me to run for vice president. I believe in working closely with the president to achieve our goals. These goals will be achieved by hard work and dedication and putting in lots of effort to serve the needs of our students.
Now for treasurer, Corona Wheaton.
Okay, my name's Corona Wheaton and I'm running for treasurer. My biggest goal is to make sure that fundraising is accessible for all the different clubs because funds are something we obviously have a limited amount of. So I just want to make sure that I'm accessible for any questions, filling out fundraising forms, anything that makes the process of fundraising easier. I've been able to maintain a good work ethic over the past 2 years, and I also think that I'm a pretty organized person, which is obviously important when you're managing something like the budget. And then I also really enjoy making connections with the people around me, which I think will help when I'm working with the other members of the ASB board. So I've been the class board treasurer for the past 2 years, so that gives me a lot of the technical skills, things like filling out fundraising forms, checking on finances. I think that experience is going to be really valuable. And then on the more personal side of things, I'm a pretty responsible person, so I think that being in charge and managing the ASB budget is something that I can undertake because I have the experience and the skills.
And finally, secretary, Zoe Hendricks.
Hi, I'm Zoe Hendricks and I'm running for secretary. Next year, when I'm elected, I plan on creating a system where it is organized and I can share clear and precise information. With my past leadership experience, I already have a start on what a good influence and what a good executive looks like. I would say my time management and organizational skills are strong. I think these skills will help me be a good secretary because it allows me to make good communication around the school and allows me to share information that people need to know.
I hope you enjoyed hearing from all the candidates. Before we open up the voting form, it is important to note that the vice president position will be a ranked choice voting. This means that you will rank the candidates from most preferable to least preferable. It is important to remember to vote based on whose campaign spoke to you the most and who you believe is the most qualified. Get excited to vote because the voting form is now open. It will stay open until a week from now, but I encourage you to get your vote in before advisory is finished. Thank you, Cats.